Yes.
Okay, so that's coming up. Okay.
www.facebook.com/innervisionrecords.org-google-chrome innervisionrecords.org-google-chrome-Johnny left
Okay, let me turn on the music. Let's
leaving
see.
menu Zoom interview of team viewer studio
Okay.
unknown function
Okay, we have it now.
task switching
Alan is
running as
in.
left parent
I
window
am.
plus like parent in Zoom for interview of man team
Okay,
viewer
thank you
6
very much.
SPL encoder dash Johnny 9 reminder Freedom Street dash Google Chrome
Okay, thank you.
slash new dash tab
Bye.
blank new notification from Outlook view task switching running applications list box 333 studio 2 of 11 unknown function call for code.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Who we live and who we serve. Who we live for and who we serve.
How dare you?
Says Joe Biden.
Right.
It's running now? Yeah. Hi, everybody. This is the Godfather Soul James Brown. I tell you, this business is on. My man is on. Check him out. This is the Godfather Soul James Brown saying stay with it and hit it. Okay. Thank you very much.
Recorder on SPLM.
Okay. I
And
don't know
just
what.
so you are aware, you still got the speech going on, but we'll get that square.
Okay,
Track
can you hear it
uncheck
now?
Wayne turn a little 8
Yeah.
music 350
You can hear it?
track dash
Ah,
hour marker dash
let's see.
dash
Let's see. Oh,
unchecked red boy track 3
you know,
taking you to a
something
new
is
level
going on.
dash inner FM
And I think
promo
I
0
know where it's at because I'm supposed to be able to hear like the sound effects. So I think I can figure out how to fix that for our next show.
All right.
Okay. But
Well,
anyway,
as far as for now, you've stopped your music,
yes.
so it's no longer going.
Yes.
How's everybody doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, top of the time zone from wherever you may be watching or joining us on InnervisionFM.com and Facebook, and got us on Twitch. We got a packed show tonight. So I hope you guys got your thinking caps on. We're going to be talking about some crazy stuff tonight, boy.
Yes. I mean, like yesterday, we didn't get to cover our breaking news. And is this fake news or could it be real news that,
Well, let's find out.
well, Big Bird was going through the South Central LA, and
I heard
that's
about
like
this.
a low income area in California. He came up on some children around 10 and 12, and he started sprouting things about them getting the jab. Well,
Right.
the
I
kids
saw
took,
that. That was pretty crazy. It looks like some of these folks were martial artists and things.
so they took offense and they started whipping up on Big Bird, and as people have done on subways in New York, no one stepped in because Maxine had
No.
defunded the police, and they just took out their cameras so they could be a
And filmed
witness.
That's absolutely awesome. That's absolutely
and not to incriminate any of the kids, they just filmed the feet connecting to Big Bird's tail.
Now I'm thinking Big Bird is a rather large for folks that are blind or visually impaired and have been so all their lives and don't really have a perfect understanding of what Big Bird looks like. I guess he's a big 7-foot tall bird and he's yellow, right?
Yep.
recorder off
Yep. And it was just crazy. So
Oh my God.
yes, it was.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh man.
That's
So
pretty crazy.
we'll find out more about that updates on that later on in the program.
Yeah, we'll find out whether that's fake news or real news, folks. You don't even know anymore. I mean, they used to have satire websites called The Onion and some of the other ones that they had going on. Actually, I don't know if you're even legally supposed to be able to name things anymore. But anyway, they used to have satire websites, and they got to be hard pressed to try to find real fake news that they can cover because some of the real news should be fake news.
Yes. Oh, and also because it's Veterans Day, we salute
Happy Veterans
our
Day, folks.
veterans that have went the extra yard and did more than what we even could imagine to
Absolutely,
protect
absolutely.
our not our democracy but our republic.
Yes, our
So-
constitutional republic, folks. We
Yes.
we do live in a constitutional republic. Everybody keeps talking about how this is a democracy, and this is actually a difference between a republic and a democracy and a constitutional republic is quite staggering. You see, a constitutional republic is much like any other republic, except the restrictions are placed upon a government, and they are also supposed to work as the consent of the governed allows for them to work. And sometimes it just doesn't work that way.
Yes, and we do have, we do salute the unknown soldiers that were killed in I guess in those situations, if you're blown up or you don't have ID on you or your dog chain, which I don't know, back in 42 and
40, yeah.
if they had dog chains, but they might have, but somehow it got separated. So we have I used to wonder why they wear those chains. And now I understand if you get blown up and you can't speak or whatever, you have that to identify you.
That's absolutely right. The dog tags, I can't remember the exact name for them. In fact, they may just call them dog tags for all I know, but that's all I've known them as. And that's absolutely right, Johnny. Those are oftentimes the only thing that identify the brave soldiers that serve this country. War is never a good thing, and war is, well, there's going to come a time when our swords are going to be beaten into plowshares, I think, and I really think there's going to be no more war. There's going to be no more of this death. There's going to be no more crying. There's going to be no more suffering because we believe in a good God, and his name is Jesus Christ. And man, there's nobody like him. So folks, if you haven't gotten saved, get saved today. It's easy.
Oh, yes. And then we don't want to forget the 13 soldiers that did get blown up after Biden and his regime, Brandon/Biden regime.
New notification from mail is air.net. Breaking news from
didn't open the airport that would have had better protection. And then, of course, also having the Taliban tell them to blow up this caravan of 7 children and 3 adults that were just there to do humanity things. And so they're going to compensate them.
New notification from Outlook is air.net.
Don't talk about China compensating us for letting loose a gain of entry virus on the world. Don't ask them to pay anything because, of course, Fauci funded that and lied about it. And what do you say? He's just a high-priced liar, worse than a high-priced prostitute. But anyway, that's about that. So
we got a fun-filled, packed show tonight. It's going to be talking a little bit about Kyle Rittenhouse and the trial that has transpired with that.
Have you watched that? Have you watched any of it, like parts and pieces?
Pieces. I've been rather busy getting stuff all squared away and set up and things for doing a recording project later. But I've been able to catch pieces of it, and I'm kind of sketchy on what's going on. Kyle Rittenhouse has gone ahead and
the fake news. I got to tell you this about the fake news. When it first came out, they made it look like he was chasing people. Now the news, you think they would learn when they did it to that Catholic kid who was just standing there at a bus stop and this guy was drumming in his face and he was kind of like smiling and a little bit like that. They try to say that he was being disrespectful, and the truth was the matter that he wasn't. And the lawyer went after that news company and sued their pants off and got this young Catholic kid some money. You think they would have learned, but no, they didn't learn. They said, kid with a gun. He must be there running to shoot people, and
Right.
that wasn't the uh, train of thought of this young man at all.
So tell us a little bit about Kyle Rittenhouse and the trial, some of the interpretations that you might have gained from that.
Okay.
I saw a little bit this morning, and it looked like he broke down on the stand yesterday and kind of made a scene. What transpired with that?
So the guy the first guy that was going to trying to kill him, he was just let out of a mental institute for sexually assaulting young people. I don't know, women, guys, whatever. And he was about to make Kyle his next victim. Cal had
how that worked?
Yeah, Cal had no information about that. He just saw this guy coming at him. Now it was a guy with a skateboard as well, so I'm not sure if it was this guy or the other guy. And if you remember, I put it in our teaser there about July 20th when our patrons were at the Back the Blue rally at Civic Center Park. Michelle Malkin, a conservative blogger, was there, and she took video. And the guy who sponsored it was hit in the head with a skateboard. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you've ever been hit in the head with a skateboard. I have never been hit in the head, but you hit anybody in the head with a piece of wood, something's going to happen.
Yeah, I tell you what, I got cracked in the noggin one time with a 2x4. That was absolutely no fun. But I would imagine a nice flat skateboard upside the noggin wouldn't be any fun either.
Yes, and at the July 2020, it caused blood, but the guy turned around and he served some blows back. But this is a 17-year-old boy, and he's seeing this board coming at him, and he has a choice. Do I stop the threat, or do I let the threat stop me?
Well, and that's being a blind guy like we are, being a couple of blind guys. It'd be one thing if you were standing there and the next thing you knew, bam, right upside the noggin. Sure, I'd stop something like that just as a matter of course.
Now getting into my past, when I was a DJ, I used to know this lady, and I think I would say things that make her so mad that she picked up I don't know if you've seen these bar glasses. They made out of the thick glasses, I guess, because they fall. And she got mad at me and she hit me in the head. And for a minute, I couldn't taste or smell.
I believe it, man. You get cracked good enough somewhere on your head, man. You're gonna see stars, whether you can see stars or not.
Yes. And this other lady said, "Well, she just hit him with the glass," and the bartender kicked her out. And we had been in a relationship. It was kind of a volatile type of relationship. But
I've been in a few of those before.
Yeah. So
for all those fine ladies, I do apologize. I wasn't always the nicest of gentlemen like I am nowadays.
So it was just a bit weird because I didn't see that coming at all.
I didn't see it either.
Oh man. So but I'm sure the 17-year-old kid, he wasn't I think I was 39 at the time. He wasn't 39, been around a while and resilient like that. He was a young 17-year-old kid. And I guess the liberals nowadays, they say, well, let them hit you, let them bloody you up, and then nothing, because you won't prosecute those people. They'll walk free. They can loot, destroy, and kill, and this regime will not do anything about it. And that's why their father comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And this is more of a spiritual thing. I don't see this as a black and white or liberal or Democrat or conservative. This is a evil versus good, spiritual versus darkness. And there's a lot of evil going on out there, and we have to, keep our our shield up, our spiritual shield, because and keep, keep praying and stay in the spirit, because it's just a lot of like, and pay attention to your instincts too. And this kid had great instinct. Seemed like he had some kind of training. He went on, I guess, some ride-alongs with the police, and
Wow.
so he was a lifeguard. I think he was wanting to become a policeman eventually, and so he was, getting some training, and he was just called down because he saw on TV that all this was going on, and it was a call put out. I don't know if it was on Facebook or whatever, to help the business owners protect the building, and so he was down there scraping paint off of buildings, putting out fires. He had a medical kit. Him and his other friend. And now it's a confusion about this part. Said he gave his bulletproof vest to his other friend. Now some people are saying that he didn't have a bulletproof vest from the police station. So it's kind of. I think I need to Google that to find out, because it was a discussion about that, and then it was a discussion about him being enrolled in school as well. And then so I didn't look at those two things as I was watching, like glances of the court procedure today. But I would be surprised if they didn't just acquit, because if the glove don't fit, you must acquit.
Yeah, that's the way it seems
right.
to work these days. Facts do matter in everything that we do, and even if they happen to be altered facts. Ladies and gentlemen, I will tell you one thing that's complete and total, either fact or non-fact. I don't know, but take it as you want. Basically, I had a friend, and he went down to the store, and he was going to grab himself a bumper sticker. He's got a really good friend that just has a hard time with our latest president, Biden. So he went on in there, and he was going to grab the bumper sticker and toss it on his friend's car. That's not a Biden supporter at all. But he couldn't spend $5 on the bumper sticker to go ahead and place that on that Biden not liking guy. I'm not a very good joke guy. I mean, that's why I do computers and do music, because I sure as to heck can't tell jokes, but couldn't spend $5 on the Biden bumper sticker to put on his best buddy Biden hating. Anyway,
yeah.
Ba-dum-bum. It's funny. Just ask me, I'll tell you. Hey, we've got Obamacare, social care.
Yeah,
they got that going on. That was part of the Build Back Better. So Obamacare is back on the menu, it looks like.
Yeah, socialism medicine.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, do you guys know, does anybody know out there as to whether they're still denying folks much needed organ transplants here in Colorado because of the vacation package? Do you still have to have the vacation package on board to get an organ transplant? I kind of need.
You know what?
Brain. Yeah,
I heard an interesting conversation. Okay, back in the Hitler days,
right?
The doctors. Okay, so you heard about the gas chambers.
Sure. Everybody knows about the showers, the gas chambers, whatever you want to call them.
The doctors has set that up because the government had commissioned them to set this up, and the government was okaying a lot of experimental things, and looking at this medical thing of what's happening now with them giving us the jab and wanting to submerge the side effects. It almost like we're living parts of deja vu of Hitler's time today. And because we don't study history enough, it's not taught in school, and critical thinking is not taught in school. The young people think that life starts when they were born, and they don't look back and say, no, life started long before I was born. Now let's look at some of these documentations about what happened and question, how did that happen? Because even them, they must have thought like, well, those Germans are not going to do that kind of stuff. And then
Right.
when they started destroying small businesses, saying, if you're a Jew, you can't have a business, or you have to wear the Star of David. They started with shutting down their businesses, restricting their traveling, then paperwork. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like parts and pieces of that is like deja vu.
Yeah, they're definitely it seems to be a repeat of history. So what do you folks think about? They think there's going to be a red wave because of that? You think perhaps the Republican, the grand old party, as it were, GOP, will take control of the Senate, or
Yeah.
maybe win back some of the House? Who knows? What do you think about that, Johnny?
Yeah, and give thumbs up, and share this. You know what? I was just thinking about that too. Okay, last time the Republicans had control, Trump was there,
Right.
and the rhinos. I guess there was enough rhinos, and Mitch McConnell, I put him in that same line of target, started sabotaging what Trump could do, because this is first rodeo, and he had been in the Senate or other. He was just an outsider looking in and saying, "Okay, I could do a better job as a businessman getting the business." But I think his biggest mistake was, like, when Democrats come in, they clear the House of any Republicans and they put all Democrats in. He thought that I could keep some of these people around me, and not and looking at Hillary Clinton, they said, when he was on 60 Minutes, I don't remember that, and they said, "What about the lady asked, what about Hillary Clinton? What do you think?" And he says, President Trump said, she's been through enough. I want to get past that.
He was at least trying to give her some slack,
Yeah.
Hey, she's been through enough.
Yeah, but she wasn't trying to give him any, she and Obama, and then the false dossier that is now was debunked, but the news media just wouldn't let it go, is now really debunked, but it should have been debunked 4 years ago, and she was totally a part of that. Her cronies, all of them, Obama, all of those banditos, Brandon, Biden, all of them, they were a part of that debacle of just all that fake news. And so I'm saying, okay, when they were in power the last time, they didn't do anything, or they tried to sabotage things. Even if we do have a red wave, will it be the red wave of old, or will they get off the Twitter and start rolling up their sleeves and do something?
Yeah, but that's what we've got right now, is quite a few Republican in name only, or rhinos, as we sometimes call them, that definitely do nothing but
tweet,
say that they're going to do their thing, they're going to talk the talk, and once it comes time to walk the walk, they go ahead and get on with those that would much rather see the destruction of America, it seems.
I want to get those 13 names. I heard those 13 names. I want to get that list of those 13 rhino Republicans that pushed through that 10% infrastructure bill.
Let's see if we can find that. I'll look that up. I've probably got a list right here if I could pull it up now.
I tried it, but it took me to the New York Times and then the Washington Post, but I never did see it.
I kept going through link after link after link, and it looks like I have to actually manually pull them from the articles that these things lead to, because it's they don't want you to find those 13 names very easily.
Yeah. So either use that DuckDuckGo, or there's another one called Start Page, because I was looking up like how many abortion centers were in the Black community, and Google said they were lying about 86 being in mostly Black communities. And then I went to Start Page, and then they said no, they weren't lying about that. There are about 86. Right. Yeah, so you got to go around Google, because they are full of liars as well. So
Yeah.
so
Now, one
if you-
thing that is rather interesting is the last topic we have on deck dealing with breaking news from KINV
Innervision FM, yeah.
Innervision FM, and this basically with
Oh.
our installed president here, Brandon.
Yeah.
You can't go outside the country without having somebody making some jokes about what you're doing. Now, you go out there and you kind of maybe have a little bit of gas because, we're all getting older, man, and it's kind of hard to hold it in, if you
Now,
know
was
what I mean.
was he getting a massage, or was this just during like a conference?
It doesn't say here. He's had a few incontinence problems. I think he's pooped his pants a couple of times, perhaps. There is a clip that I want to get from YouTube or somewhere or anywhere I can get it where I can purchase sound libraries. But basically, there's a clip where he is clearly being said that his butt has been wiped.
Wow.
Now,
Oh
that's
my
quite interesting, to make it
Yeah.
to make a neat little song out of, and it would be quite funny. In fact, I'm going to work on that along with the bumper sticker joke that I tried to tell that I really messed up on. But folks, if you like what we're talking about here, these types of things that we spin, you can go ahead and just hit the like and share and subscribe. You got these options and stuff. If you're seeing this thing, go ahead and get our name out there. It's awful fun.
And we go between joking and serious and joking and serious. We don't want the whole thing to be heavy.
Absolutely.
And, just as
and from time to time, because music is one thing that we can all unite around. Why we'll even have folks like we did the other night. Little shout out to Vampire Rodeo. How you guys doing? If you guys are listening, and we'll have other bands on from time to time as well. We've had gentlemen from Mike.
Mike Johnson. Yeah,
we've had quite a few folks on that are up and coming. We're going to have us lots of fun here in the near future. And if you have a topic, or if you're a band, or if you're a DJ, hit us up at InnervisionFM.com. We got an email, and the way that you do that is just hit us up at InnervisionFM.com, and in the subject line, just kind of give us a little bit about what you want. Hey, you want to be a guest DJ? Go ahead and I want to be a guest DJ. You want to win some money? I'll tell you what, there's a way for you to do that as well.
And that's we're doing this thing where we're raising funds. You can go to paypal.me/Innervision Denver. That's paypal.me/Innervision Denver. And you whatever you donate from $10 and up, we'll take a portion of that, and we'll look around and we'll find people to donate that to, and we'll let you experience it because we'll invite them on our show. And the reason Robert Rendell wasn't on, he just moved and they didn't get in his internet in time. So he was totally out of the loop.
I understand that. The shortages on everything from goods to services is paramount. And so just be patient with folks, be kind, be courteous, because we're all in this together. And
we hope to have them on next Tuesday. Yeah, we hope to have them on next Tuesday. I sent a message saying, can we do it next Tuesday? So
awesome. So join us next Tuesday for that. That's going to be a nice packed show as well. Jesus Christ is the reason for everything. So that's how we serve, and that's what we try to do is glorify him, because without him we got none.
All right, and so we say God bless to everybody, and we'll see you next week. Have a fantastic weekend.
Have a blessed one, Johnny. Have a blessed one, folks.
All right.
All Q participants left enter. Q.